Perak HaShutfim Daf Yud Gimel, sponsored the Refuah Shalema for Tinok Ben Esther Sarah. Mishnah established a general rule for deciding a partner's rights to force a division of property. Each share, after the division, has to retain its name, meaning be able to perform its original function. If not, one partner cannot force the other to divide. The Gemara brings a machlokas as to whether an alternative way to dissolve the partnership can be utilized. Rabbi Yehuda holds it can be dissolved by a principle called goo.gl, meaning one partner can force the other to buy or sell. Rav Nachman does not hold goo.gl. He cannot force the other to buy or sell. Therefore, a father who left an inheritance of a slave and a donkey that cannot be divided, the Bechor would end up using it more than his brother. He would get 2 days of use for every one of his brother. The Gemara rejects two challenges to Rav Yehuda. Number one, both Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel agree a half-freed slave must be freed by the other partner to marry and fulfill the mitzvah of pruavu, owing his value to the master forced to free him. According to Rav Yehuda, the slave cannot purchase his freedom since he cannot sell it to his master. The rule, goo.gl, applies to cases where both parties have the option to buy or sell. The slave cannot sell himself back to slavery. Number two, the same is true where two brothers, one rich and one poor, inherited a bathhouse and an olive press the father used privately. The poor brother cannot propose to his brother to buy his share, since the rich brother cannot propose the alternative. The Gemara brings a machlokas of the Tanna Kama and Rabbi Shimon Gamliel, where one partner agrees to take a smaller than minimum share with compensation or even as a gift. According to Rabbi Shimon Gamliel, he can refuse dissolving the partnership by claiming he does not have the money to compensate the brother, or he does not accept gifts. The Gemara attempted to attribute Rabbi Yehuda's rule of goo.gl to Shmuel, his Rebbe. Shmuel holds when our Mishnah states Kisvei Kodesh cannot be divided, it means in one scroll, but written in two, one can force the other to divide. Presumably, their values are different, requiring one to compensate the other for the difference. This is goo.gl. Rav Shalman explains Shmuel permitted them to divide two scrolls only where both agreed to dissolve their partnership, not where one would force the other. The Gemara mentions another qualification to this rule. Two brothers were left, two maidservants with different skills. Since the brother's intention was to divide rather than purchase or sell them, compensating for taking the more valuable skilled maidservant is not goo.gl. The Gemara digresses to a machlokas regarding the laws of writing holy scrolls. Rabbi Meir holds it is permissible to write Torah, Nevi'im, Uksuvim in one scroll. Rabbi Yehuda holds all three sections must be written in separate scrolls. The Chachamim hold even the individual books of the prophets and Ksuvim must be written separately. The Gemara concludes with a law of spacing when writing a Sefer Torah or a book of Navi. Between one Chumash and another, or one book of prophets and another, according to Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yehuda, the scribe must leave 4 lines blank, in the Trei Asar, 3. However, if he ends any Chumash or book of the prophets at the end of the column, he can continue at the top of the next column. If you're enjoying Daf 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, become a sponsor, and help so many other Daf enthusiasts that would enjoy having Daf 5 as well.